Welcome back, guys, to the beginning of the end for the European series. Now, that doesn't mean that this is the last episode. It doesn't mean that there might only be one or two more episodes. I think there will be several episodes, but we're going to begin to wind down, and I'll show you why. I have just spent, about 5 hours working on refining and optimizing and all of that kind of stuff, and I want to kind of show you. Oh, and I've been doing some decorating, as you can see in this. This is where we put the one of the harbours in. I've just been kind of working on this section and putting. Well, dear, the game is starting to struggle a bit now. Let's angle the camera a bit so we can. There we go. So yeah, so we've got just putting in a bunch of trees and this building, and just a few roads and trees over here and stuff like that. Just a little bit of decoration. But what I've been mainly focusing on, let's go back down to here because it's a lovely view. I really do like this view. Still work to do over here. I mean, there's still a lot of dressing up. But okay, let me explain the end game. So what are we going to do? Well, if we let's start by looking at the profitability, because this is what I've been working on. We have got one more bit to do on the Halo line, which is to put construction materials onto the distribution for Sector 2 and Sector 3. The rest of the Mega Halo is totally done. And if we flip this the other way, you'll see, look, we've got all the Halo sectors are making really nice profits now. I mean, look at this. Halo Sector 1, CM's making 30 million. Look at this. Halo Sector 1, 2 and 4 fuel all making over 20 million apiece. And yeah, and the list continues. But if we go to this again. So yeah, those are the only two left to do. Now if you look at what's not profitable, I have been working very hard today to get everything working properly. You can see that, okay, we've got the Yorkie Pud CM and the Heidelberg CM. Now, those need to be drastically cut back, because those lines are running over here. Where are we? No. Those lines are running over here. And they're not getting much. Basically, they're not getting a lot of construction materials. Here's one of the trains coming in now. This is a Heidelberg. And this is a pretty expensive train as well. And I think this is the Yorkie Pud coming in. But they're not getting a lot of construction materials because there's such huge demand on the Halo that all of the construction materials are being put over here. In fact, if we what do I want? Oh, the Puffing Billy. Oh, I think I have no idea where that is. I'm gonna have to go and have a look at that. Anyway, getting back to this. What do I want to do? I want to put the icons back on. So you can see we've got loads of construction materials being put on over here. There's virtually nothing going on over here. So those two lines need to be drastically cut back to just very, very, very small trains. There is some going on, but it's such a small amount compared to what's going on to the Halo. So that's those two. So we've got to do this. Put some construction materials on Halo Sector 3 and 4. Sort out Yorkie Pud and Heidelberg, and then the only thing left is look, Belper iron, Belper planks, and that's it. We've got the AO Museum. Now that's always going to make a loss, the same as the freight yard, because that's just for show. Other than that, there's nothing losing us more than $1 million. Oh, well, Sparksville steel and planks. Well, the Belper iron and planks and the steel and planks and the tools and whatever is this stuff over here, which we need to sort out. So that's another thing that needs to get sorted out. But then, that's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. I don't think I'm going to put any more lines in. I mean, there might be... I don't know. There might be one or two that I put in. I would quite like to get ships hauling grain up from here. Let me turn the factory icons on so that you can see. I'd quite like to haul grain up from here and convert it into plastic. Get the plastic going over to here with, I don't know, maybe with planks or something from here. We've got a forest over here. We can just ship ship the lumber over there, get it made into planks, get it over to here. So it's a very easy line. And plastic and planks, we can start making some goods, which we'll probably ship out to like Liza Lot and Loganstone. But that's really it. So if we look at production, I've been working very hard on this today, guys. If we look at production, you'll see that virtually everything is at 1600. Virtually everything. Now the only stuff that isn't is the Cleethorpes and the Romney oil wells. Now they've just gone to 1600. They've just literally just upgraded, and that's these two that we put in the last episode. So this oil well over here and this oil well over here, and they're shoving the oil onto there. That's being taken down to the docks. And down at the docks, everything is very, very cool. It's all working very nicely. And that's getting shipped off to the oil refineries. And then some of the fuel's coming back and going on there. And the stuff that goes over to this oil refinery. Now, there's a little bit of fuel here. But that's just a remnant, because I've changed these ships so that they're now dedicated. They'll only ship crude oil. Where are we? Vehicles. Yeah, they'll only ship crude oil, because it was shipping fuel back there and we didn't want that. We wanted the fuel going onto this line to make this line profitable and to get fuel into here. And you can see now we've got loads of fuel, loads of food sitting there, and this is what's making the Mega Halo so profitable. Now I've got there's a couple of other things I've got to show you. Let's see. Not here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to show you this. Now, I did make an adjustment. So, well, let's look. So, there's a bunch of stuff like GP lines and a few of the trams and whatever that aren't making a lot. Like, they're making a little loss, but it's only a few 100,000. I really don't care. And there's not actually that many of them. And then you get down here, and then we start getting into the profits. And then there's a lot of these. And you know what? I'm going to flip it around because I want to show you this. I modified the inner halo and the outer halo. These things were set up with 3 of these. Well, what's the name of these? I can't remember. I can't remember what the hell they're called. Now, it's completely gone. Here we are on the picture perfect, and the game's struggling. Yeah, these awesome trains, but we'd got them set up with 3 of these multi-units, and I've changed them to 2. So before we had like a capacity of like 13,500, which it was way too much, and we were only making about 50 million a year, 75 million a year. I cut it back to just 2 units, and now look, we're making like almost 300 million a year. Insane. And I tell you what, if I upgraded the Halo Trams 1 and 2 in the same way, then yeah, I would think that they would go up like above 200 million each on those. But I'm not. I'm going to leave them because I want the different trains running around, because I think it's kind of nice to see the different trains running around. Oh man, I've still got a lot of decorating to do. But yeah, so so you can see now the TGV, that was at maximum capacity a little while ago. Yeah, it's filling up with passengers again. Yeah, I think we could actually put a couple of trains on there, so that'd be something else that we could do. But yeah, the basic end game is to finish off the Mega Halo, to do a bit more in terms of optimization. So that everything's running absolutely smoothly. All of our production is up at 1600 for everything that we've put in. To finish decorating, and there's a lot of that to do. And then that's going to be it. It'll be, we'll finish off with a few videos, rides on the Mega Halo, rides on some of the freight lines and stuff. See the map, see all the cool things, and that's going to be it. And then it's going to be the end of the series, and it's going to be very sad. But that could take a while. I mean, I could easily see us doing another, I don't know, like 10 episodes or something. We'll see. Anyway, should we actually get on and do something in this episode? I think we should. Now, I want to talk to you about a couple of things that I've found while I've been optimizing. One thing, and of course, I'm just looking. I've found that because we've been putting so much stuff onto the Mega Halo now, that some of our GP lines, which are our general purpose lines, which are shipping like oil and construction materials and food, were getting overloaded. There was too much stuff in these stations, and it's something that I've got to have more of a look around at. Viewterville was way overloaded. There was like 500 construction materials or food, I don't know which, sitting here, and the same at this one, right? And I put on a bunch more trucks, and now it's cleared it. But I'm going to have to be very careful, because if you get that happen, then it like backs up the lines completely, and you'll get production stopping at weird places around the place. The other thing I've done is to replace all of the oil trucks that I had with these, because I was having huge problems with them. Now, I don't know. In hindsight, it may have been because of like problems like I was just talking about in Viewterville. To be honest, I don't think it is. I think there's actually a bug with those fuel trucks. I could be wrong. I don't have definitive proof, but I was getting the production at these oil wells and whatever. It was just stopping for like no apparent reason. I could not find a reason for it. And then in desperation, I replaced these oil trucks with the regular trucks, and everything's worked perfectly since then. I was having problems with this one. I replaced them. Everything's working perfectly now. This thing's at 1600. This thing's at 1600. Yeah, perfect. And then I went and replaced it everywhere else. So like the trucks that are running up here, replaced the oil trucks with these, and all of this started working perfectly. So yeah, I really think it would be a hell of a coincidence if it was something else that was causing the problem. I'm not saying it's not. See, like these have just suddenly sprouted, and these are well on their way to getting to 1600. Okay, so that's that. Okay, what are we actually going to do in it? Well, that's not what I want. I'm going to turn off these icons, I think. Yeah, I'm going to leave the factory ones on, I think. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do the very, very last part of the Mega Halo, which is to put construction materials onto this distribution center. And that is going to solve our last bit of profit issue here, which is Halo Sector 2 and 3 CM. And that's going to make us like then another, I don't know, 40 million. Oh, I didn't show you. A couple of episodes ago, we hit 1 billion after all the optimization I've done. And you can see we're up to 2142 now. I've run this on for quite a few years. We are now making 1.4 billion. So here it dropped down to like 900 million, because that's because we spent 735 million on vehicles. On new vehicles. Here it was way down because I spent 1.22 on new vehicles. Because I went through and I set up all of the automatic replacements for like loads and loads and loads of stuff, and I optimized a bunch of trains and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've been very, very busy, but I am really in love with this place. Like everywhere I look, I've got really fond memories of like putting in this track around dogging and these huge bridges and flattening this to put the airports in that don't work very well, and just awesome. But you know what? Enough reminiscing. Let's get this done. So where are we going to get construction materials from? Well, fortunately, there is a construction materials factory spare just down here, Mexborough. What used to be Mexborough is now Rootborough. So that's where we're going to get our make our construction materials. Where are we going to get some stone from? Well, there's some stone over here. That's the closest quarry that I could find. So that's what we're going to do. So I think I'm going to start over here actually, because we've got the problem of getting across the Mega Halo. So what I was thinking of doing, we've got a little bit of a hill here. I was thinking of maybe take advantage of that hill and put in a station kind of up on the hill, and that'll give us some height, and then we can get across here, and then we'll go across the river and stuff. It should be an interesting little route. Let's pause it, because it's too laggy to build. When it's not running, there's like no lag. It's kind of very good. The performance patch has made such a difference. Should we flatten this out a little bit before we start? I think we probably should. So let's flatten. Yeah, probably come down a bit and just flatten that a bit and get into these corners. And we can come up a bit and along here. I'll just take the worst of it off now. I'll do it properly later. So let's just smooth that out for now. Yeah, a little bit on there, a little bit on there, right there. That's fine. Okay, so we want a freight station, not a passenger station, a freight station. I think we only need well, I mean, we'll only use one platform anyway. Let's use one of these. It'll be a 320. It'll be high-speed catenaries. And do we need the second route connection? No, we don't. Let's flip you around and see how we're going to do this. So I'm thinking, or I was thinking, that we'd head off in kind of that direction and then curve around across the tracks. But we are digging into the mountain quite a lot. Can we go up any, up a bit further? Kind of, no, not really, is the answer. What about if we maybe angle it round a little bit further? Now, if we did something like, I don't know, what about if we did something there? That, you know what, that looks about the best we're going to get, doesn't it? All right, let's little bit of terrain manipulation. We need to lower this down a little bit. Probably something like that would do. Let's have a look. No, railways, idiot. Ooh. No, it needs to come down quite a bit more, actually. Where are we going to put it in? I suppose it's going to go in about there-ish. Yeah, we need to come down quite a bit more. All right. So. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what we can do. You know what? I'm bringing it down there, and I shouldn't bring it down there, really. It's the far end that we need it to come down. So where am I putting this? I'm putting it in about there, aren't I? Wow. Still needs to come down quite a lot. Oh, I've just brought it up. Let's lower it down. So let's do it like that. There we go. That might be a bit better. So you say when you come down to this level, you realise just how high this is. So we definitely want to take some of this off around here. Yes. Yeah, that's quite a mountain up there. Let's take more of that off. There we go. Now we might have a chance of getting this darn thing in. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Right, now I want this road to be as flat as possible, so where does it give me the flattest bit of road? I think there is probably as good a spot as any. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, that's in range. Good. Okay, so now we've got that in. I'll just tidy up just a tiny bit. Just enough to satisfy my OCD. There we go. I'll tidy up the terrain afterwards. There we go. How does that look? Awesome. Right. So that should be at a nice height to get us across here. Now, we're probably going to want to come across at a bit of an angle. And then we've got to come... What I'm thinking is that we come right round here and round the edge of the mountain to get to here. It's kind of tricky. Oh, look at that. So we've got the same issue because we've got to get across this road here. How the hell do we do that? Okay, so we'd need a similar station in at this end. So if we flip you around, Now, I suppose that actually puts us in a good place to kind of tunnel under there, doesn't it? All right, well, let's get rid of this road. And let's see. So if we would, ooh, that would actually, I would actually go in if we put it there, but we want to take the terrain down a little bit. I'm actually thinking we want it about kind of there-ish. So let's drop the terrain down. You know what? I'm actually kind of pleased that this is going to be slightly tricky because it is kind of the last bit of the Mega Halo. So I want it to be a good one. So there we go. So we could put something like that in. Put something like that in. Have the road going around the back. Yeah. Alright, so the question is, can I make a tunnel? Which is a big question. Can we get... Oh, we can. Hooray. Now, I wonder, can I... Oh, now we can get it to come surface up there. Now we've got this road that goes up to there. But that's not particular. You know what? I think we'll bridge that over this. So if we bring that up like about there maybe, because I want to curve around there. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. Okay, so we're coming into there. I'm only going to use one of these platforms. Now I do need these to join before they go into the platform, don't I? Yeah, I do. So we're going to have to do something like that, but it needs to be a little bit further out. If I... Oh, that works. Cha-ching. Alrighty. And then we'll bring this out up here. Now, I'm probably going to take that back a little bit so that we get a smoother run under here. But let's see. So if we take out like, probably that section as well. Let's run this back a little bit. You want to take it like right back? Yeah, let's take it right back to the tunnel entrance. What the hell? And then I want to run this. Well, see, ideally, I'd like it to start curving around here. Although, see, this is a bit high up here. I think maybe we take it round the long way and take it round the outside of these, and then bring it across, and we'll have a fairly sharp turn coming into here. Yeah, I think that's probably the smarter way to go. Alrighty, so if we just straighten you up like that, and then, right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, that's fine. I'm tempted to bring it in a bit tighter, actually. I actually wish that I brought it in a little bit tighter so we could kind of cut into just into the side of the map. You know what? I'm going to do it. How can I do it? I want this to be a good line. Let's take you back to there. In fact, yeah, let's take you back to there. And then... if we could get something nice, which is like... Ooh, no, don't want that. That's something... Yes, that's what I want. And then what I'm going to do is make this like a bit of a cliff. Oh, this could be nice. This could be nice. Let's put that in. So, kind of what I'm thinking of is if I get the old tool and down, let's, I don't know, medium. So, actually get that effect along the side of this and actually have it as like a cliff railway. I won't play around with it too much now, but I just want to kind of give you the general idea. And then if we get the old smooth tool and then just smooth off the bottom of it. Love doing this kind of stuff. Right, that's a bit rough and ready. Obviously, it needs to be a bit neater than that, but that was the kind of thing I wanted to go for. That needs to come down a touch. Oh, come down the other way. There we go. So we just I've got it on. There we go. And then I'd do the same thing again. So just bring that down till we get the cliff edge. That kind of thing. Let's take it up one size. Now, while I've got it on low, I'll just run you along the edge. Like that. Yeah. Come on a bit. Let's drop that down a touch more, like that. And then finally have a bit of a smooth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this to get the exact thing that I want. But generally speaking, that was I just wanted to have that kind of that rocky edge to this as we're going along. And then on this side, we just smooth it off so that it kind of looks like we've got the side on here. Well, actually, what I could do, I could have a cliff on the other side as well, so it looks like we've actually cut into a cliff. That might be quite cool. So like this. So, and like same deal. So all we do is just raise this up along here. And just give us a nice cliff edge. Maybe something like there. And yeah, on this side maybe just that bit. Blend this in a little bit more. Something along the lines of that kind of sort of thing. Yeah. And then obviously we'd want to bring this up a bit. And then we'd have a bit of smoothing to just soften that off. What do you think? What do you think? I think we could end up with something quite nice if I play around with this for a while. And then some trees and rocks and stuff like that around the place. Yeah, I like that. Sorry about that little digression. Some of you will have loved that. Some of you will have been going, oh my God, just put the plumbing train in. Because you like the trains rather than the terrain. And I don't blame you. So we want to come around. Ooh, I've got to avoid this. So now, I don't mind having a bit of a tunnel. I do like a little tunnel now and again. Yeah, let's do it like that. Now, where have we got to come to on the other side? So on the other side, we're going to come into here. So we want to get across here somehow. Okay, so if I lift this up, will it do anything? No, it won't. Okay, so let's try something different. Let's come from there and lift you up. And then we get something a bit nicer. Okay, so this stretch, what I want to do is just put in a few bits of track. To create a bit of space so that we can actually get a bridge in. So let's run you back to there. 3 should be enough to give us what we want. So trim off the bits and pieces. Boom and boom. Alright, now let's see if we can't get something. So lift you up. Oh, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Tunnel onto... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. Now, I'm going to be... Yeah, I think what we should do is put in a hill on the other side. Don't you? Were you thinking that? Were you thinking, yeah, you should have a hill on the other side, Skye? So we want to raise the terrain. I'm not talking about like a massive hill, but a bit of a hill. So I'm thinking something like that. So then, when we do this and bring this track out, and let's see, I want to raise this. Well, hang on. If I do that and then lift it up, oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we just have a nice little bridge across there. That will do. You know what? I think I'm going to take that. Yep, I'm going to take that. I've set it to that kind of bridge, haven't I? Yet. Now, are we going in the right direction? Or do we want to come now? High-speed track. Have I been doing this stuff with non-high-speed track? I don't think I was, but maybe I was. Maybe we should come round. Well, we can come around a bit sharper than that. As long as I stay above 100, that's fine. Now that points us so that we can go this side of this plastics factory. All right, cool. Let's take that. All right. So then what we're going to want to do, I'm not going to do too much of this. I'm just going to do enough so that we can get the line in, and then the rest I'll worry about later. So yeah, a little bit. Whoops, a little bit more. And a little bit more. All right. Let's bring you up a little bit there, and then we'll have a bridge. All right, cool. So now let's see what this is going to look like. So we want this to go across, and to be honest, we want it to bridge across probably the railway and that road. It's probably not a bad idea. So we're coming around to meet that. So we want to be going kind of there, don't we? To curve into there. All right, so what does that give us? Oh, do I mind having like a big bridge across there? Let's see. You know what? I think one big bridge across here, I don't really mind too much. I quite like that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna go with that. Yes. Yes, I'll take that. And then we want to zip this into here, and that should just go in, I would think. Yeah, and it's actually gone in pretty nicely. Oh. I've got a sneaky suspicion this is actually going to be quite a nice one to ride after we're done with it. So where's the second line? The second line is there. So let's bring you around to there. So I did all of that, and I've forgotten that I've got to put the second line in, so I've got to redo all that. But I wasn't anywhere close to being finished with it, so I was just kind of showing you the general impact of what I wanted, the general effect. So there we go. And across the big bridge. We haven't put in many big bridges, so I think having one nice big bridge in there is not a bad thing. And that doesn't look bad going across there. I like that. So let's carry on round the corner, and then now, I think we're going to have a very short. Let's go right to the tunnel entrance there, and then yeah, we'll have to do it like that. It's very slow, but it's when they're pulling out of the station, so they're not going fast at that point anyway, so it should be fine. That tunnel hasn't done very nice things. Let's see if we can't do something about that. So let's try that again. There we go. That's a proper tunnel. Then we'll hook it up to here. Hopefully. Will you work? Yes! And we've got a nice tunnel. Lovely. Cool. Okay, so that goes over there, and that goes around there, and through there, and down into there. So all we need to do is hook a road up. What do I want? I want that, and I want, I guess we're going to use a, I don't know, medium country road. Hook that round like that. Bring that round. Well, if we bring it round like, let's see if I can actually get this pointed in the right direction. So we'd want this pointed kind of like that. And then, yeah, I'll live with that. Right, I just want to see, like, terrain-wise, like, how horrendous this is. Yeah, try smoothing it, you idiot. It's actually not too bad, is it? Let's take it down a bit. So smooth this out a bit better. Yeah, that's not too bad. So he's got like a gentle hill coming down to this. Yeah, that works. Again, I'll smooth it off and faff about with the terrain afterwards. Okay, so we've got that road done. That's hooked up. So that's going to get our stone to the construction materials factory. Oh, I didn't do this bit, did I? No. Oh, no, because it does it in the tunnel. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I am kind of tempted to take it back and hook it up slightly different. You know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take that back to there. And I'm going to get rid of that. And come on. And that. Now, if I run this like back maybe once or twice, it'll push the tunnel back. I just want to push the tunnel back to the point where we can get it like coming into here. And in actual fact, I don't want that. I actually want this coming into this platform. Well, actually, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. I want this. Yeah, I want this line coming into. So if I bring that up to there to give us the tunnel. Yeah, there we go. If I bring that into there, which is because the trains are going to be coming up on this side, so they'll be going in fast, and then they'll pull out slow into there. There we go. All right, cool. I wonder if I can hook this up just to make it look nice. Well, yeah, that'll hook up to there. That looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. Can we do the same at the other end? Probably. Let's see. And we want to just hook that up to there. That'll do fine. Cha-ching. Alrighty. Okay, so that is the line going up to there. I do need to put signals and whatever on that. And then we've got to ship the stuff from here into here. Now, we do have a spare platform or two. So, if we had a line coming out of here, now let's see, where are we going? We want to go to, well, I guess we're going to use one of these platforms, aren't we? So we're going to have another bridge going across there. And of course, I've got this going into this platform. Really, I should have brought it into this platform. Would have been much, much smarter. I'm just wondering if I can increase this to like... Now, if I increase it to 4, that doesn't really help me. If I do it to 3... Oh, it puts it on this side. Damn you. I want you to go on the other side. Oh. Okay, well, what I'm actually going to do, or what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to flip it around. Right, and then I'm going to put in 4 platforms and see. Well, yeah, man. No, if I do 3 platforms and have that coming into that one, we'll use the other 2 on the other side. Yeah, that's fine. So do something like that. Did that hook up to this road? Yes, it did. Is it in range? Yes, it is. All right, that works. That works. Okay, so we're going to want a track going out from here. Like, kind of, sort of over here-ish. Now, if I just lift that up, will you give me a nice bridge? No, you won't. Because I'm going to have to do that same trick with the tracks to give us a little bit of space. So, let's put a bit in there, a little bit in there, and a little bit in there. Cha-ching. Alright. Rip these out. And now, hopefully, we'll get a nice bridge. Fingers crossed. So, let's take you from there. Across here. Lift you up 1. Where was I going? Where was I going? Well, we were going over there, weren't we? So, we want to go out in that direction. There we go. And there's our bridge. Ooh. Now, what are you complaining about, game? Oh, you're complaining about that, are you? Yeah, well, maybe if we come out of the next platform, give us a little bit more space. Would you do it then? Oh, you might. Oh. Maybe. Maybe. Too much curvature? What the hell do you mean too much curvature? Alright, so you'll do something like that. And that sets us in the general direction of going over there. Oh, that's not making a bridge now. Give me a bridge. Okay, let's lift you up another one. It doesn't like it. Damn you. What the hell's wrong with you? It's not going to go in anywhere, is it? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, alright, let's try this. If I take it from there and just run it through there into a tunnel, but make it flat, or at least relatively flat. Is that flat? I can't tell if that's going... I think that's flat. Right, let's put that in. And then take you over there. I've actually got that a bit too curved, haven't I? That first bit. This bit's a bit too curved. Let's try that again. Get rid of the tunnel. And that bit. There we go. Try it again. So we want to come out a little bit straighter. So bring you down. If you just bring it down, now let's bring it down to like we did before, because that looks about right to me. But the perspective can sometimes be rather deceptive. So let's bring you across. Oh, come on. Let's go over here. Alright, so if we, you know what, if I cancel that and do it again, so it's not using that setting, and then lift it up 1. Oh, that's close. A little bit more. Oh. How about if I lift you up a little bit? Oh, that's working, isn't it? Oh, hooray. Do I want to play around with the terrain a bit first? You know what? I'm going to put that in, and then I'll play around with the terrain afterwards. I think that's probably the smart way to do this. So we're just going straight in there, aren't we? So we want to come probably a little bit that way. There we go. And then there's going to be another bridge for sure. That's going to go into, I don't know, probably that platform. Now, do I want a tunnel there? Not really. Unable to align terrain. Okay, we're going to have to take that down a touch. Alright, so let's crank you up. And I never really wanted this hill here, to be honest. It's just kind of a bit of a nuisance. Oh, I've got it on low, haven't I? Okay. Be a lot faster if I did it on high. There we go. So let's take you down something like that. And still gonna have to come down a little bit more in the middle. Right, let's see if it'll do that. I can't say I'm like overly confident, but we'll see. I want to come into, which side do I want to come into? I want to come into this one, don't I? Yeah. So to there. All right. So we want a bridge like that. That looks about fine. I'm just wondering if we can drop it down one to create a shorter bridge across there, or I've got to raise the terrain a bit. If I drop it down, yeah, it doesn't really do too much. So, okay, so I want to raise the terrain from the edge of this coloured patch to about here. All right, well, let's do it. So, something like that. Let's try that and see what that does. I'm really, I've got to say, I am kind of really taking my time with this line, but I'm kind of really enjoying it. So, oh, look at that! That's pretty nice and even, isn't it? Oh, we'll take that. Right, so, boom, you're in, and so what do we need to do? We need this tunnel back a bit further, I think. Let's see if we can't get this to go back a bit. Maybe one more. Let's see if we can get it to go back just a bit more. I was worried about that. Oh, man. Okay, well. Yeah, no, it's not going to do it. Okay, trim your back a bit. Raise the terrain a bit. Bush, bush, bush. And raise that up. Well, that's as good as we can do then. And let's just smooth that off because that looks absolutely horrible, doesn't it? Yeah, smooth it off around there. And smooth that off so it doesn't look silly. I'll have to play around with that a bit, but we'll see. Okay, so what am I doing? So that yeah, really, I want the outside track coming into this platform. So if we did, whoops, cancel. We did that, then got rid of that bit and that bit. Hook that into there. And hook that onto there. That's the best we can do. And it is what it is. Right, then we want to double track this all the way back over here. And all the way into here. So that can go to about there. That's fine. Come on, game. There we go. Little laggette there. Come in about. That's where we seem to be doing this. And then from there out to there. Bosh. Alrighty. So there we go. So we've got the lines done. So you know what? I think we'll call it there for this episode. We've got the lines done. So I'll put the trains on. The beginning of the next episode, I'll put the signals in, I'll get the trains on. The beginning of the next episode, we'll have a ride. We'll have a ride on this train down here, and then a little ride on the train into there. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you agree with kind of my plans for how we're going to end the series off. If you've got any comments about that, please let me know. Leave me a comment, and I will catch you for the next episode. Peace out.